Kyali Ho. A very warm welcome to the ones watching us on FB Live. Myself, Vishwa Brahmat, and I'm the moderator of this FB Live session. India, also known as Bharat, is a union of states. It is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic with a parliamentary system of government. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. It frames fundamental political principles, procedures, practices, rights, powers, and duties of the government. The Republic is governed in terms of the Constitution of India, which was adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949. So, in today's webinar, we are going to discuss the role and significance of supreme law of the land, the Indian Constitution. Now, I would like to introduce the speakers of this session. We have Pathe and Pramod from class 9th. Pathe, can you please tell us what is Constitution and what is its importance?
Yes, sure. Thank you for asking this question. So, any systematic collection of rules designed to govern a country's regime is known as constitution. The constitution ensures that those who makes decisions on behalf of the public opinion. It also sets out ways in which those who exercise power may be held accountable to the people they serve. The constitution is important because it protects individual freedom and its fundamental principles govern the United States. The constitution places the government's power in the hands of the citizens. It limits the power of the government and establishes a system of checks and balances. The constitution puts a power to rule the government in citizens' hand. सो अगर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नहीं होगा तो कोई भी लॉ बना हुआ नहीं होगा, तो सब जगह दंगे फसाद होते ही रहेंगे. थैंक यू.
Very well said, Pathe. The Constitution does make the people who exercise power accountable to the people they serve. Now, Pramod, can you please give some information on framing the Constitution?
Nice question, Vishwa. And the answer of this question is that the Constitution of India was formed by a Constituent Assembly set up under the Cabinet Mission Plan of 1946. The Assembly comprised 389 members representing 292 provinces and 93 states. The Chief Commissioner provinces. The Assembly held its first meeting on 9 December 1946 and elected Dr. Sachinanand Sinha, the oldest member of Assembly, as the provisional president. On 11 December 1946, the Assembly elected Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its permanent chairman of Constituent Assembly. Thank you.
Marvelously answered, Pramod. The Constituent Assembly has people from various different backgrounds. Now, my question to you, Pathe, is what is preamble? Can you please state its importance?
Yes, sure. What a good question, Vishwa. So the answer of this question is preamble is the core and important part of Constitution. Preamble highlights the soul of the Constitution. The preamble as a soul of the Constitution is also important necessity to understand the framing of any law or its interpretation. Preamble gives proper guidance. The preamble plays a very important role in shaping the destiny of the country. The states that the country should be sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Preamble lays down the main objectives which the legislation intends to achieve. Preamble of the Constitution seeks to achieve, and preamble also the beginnings of the Constitution. Thank you.
Very true. Preamble indeed highlights as the soul of the Constitution. Now, Pramod, will you please tell us how long did it take to make the Constitution?
Well, the Constitution Assembly started work from 9th November 1946 and the Constituent Assembly met for 166 sessions spread over a time period of 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days. And there are 295 articles and 8 appendix in the Constitution. Thank you.
Well, that's very factual. It indeed took a really long time for framing the constitution. Further question for you, Pathe. Which is the longest constitution in the world and why?
Thank you, Vishwa. I would like to answer of this question. So, India has the world longest written constitution. It consists of 448 articles and 12 schedules. The Indian constitution is the world's longest written constitution. The handwritten document is preserved in special helium-filled cases at the Indian Parliamentary Library. Thank you.
Exactly. This is something that makes India very extraordinary. Pramod, can you please let us know where is the original constitution of India kept?
Good question. And the answer is that the original copies of the Indian Constitution written in Hindi and English languages are kept in special helium-filled cases in the Library of Parliament India. जो इंडिया की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन की ओरिजिनल कॉपीज है वो अभी पार्लियामेंट ऑफ इंडिया की लाइब्रेरी में स्टोर है. थैंक यू.
I'm sure we didn't knew this before. Thank you for putting us in the picture. Pathe, can you please explain us the 3 lists that are present in the constitution?
Yes, sure. Your answer is your question is very good. So first, the 3 lists are the union list, state list, concurrent list, and the union list at the central level, and it contains 97 subjects in it. Subject like defense, foreign affairs, atomic energy, banking, railway, and post and telegram, etc. are included in the union list. State list at the state level, and it contains 66 subjects in it. Subject like law or order, state government institutions, agriculture and irrigation, health, etc. are included in the state list. Concurrent list, and it consists of subjects of common concern both to the union and state government, and it contains 47 subjects in it. Subjects like criminal, civil producer, marriage and divorce, education, economic planning, etc. These 3 lists are included in 7 schedule. Union list is at supreme level, and state list is at middle level, and concurrent list is at lower level. Thank you.
Thank you, Pathe, for briefing us about the 3 lists. Now, Pramod, please explain us what is democracy, socialistic, and secularism.
ओके पहले हमको डेमोक्रेसी, सोशलिस्टिक और सर्कुलिज्म का मीनिंग जानने के लिए हमको पहले इनके हिंदी की मीनिंग जाननी होगी. तो डेमोक्रेसी को हिंदी में कहते हैं लोकतंत्र, और सोशलिस्टिक को हिंदी में कहते हैं समाजवादी, और सर्कुलिज्म को हिंदी में कहते हैं धर्मनिरपेक्षता. और ये सारे साइलेंट फीचर है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के. एंड इंडिया इज द डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री एंड द पीपल कैन इलेक्ट देयर लीडर्स थ्रू देयर चॉइस बाय कास्टिंग वोटिंग to represent those leaders in the parliament. The principle of socialistic pattern like social, economic, and political quality of for citizen as given in the preamble. It is now regarded as a prime feature of the state. India is a secular country. In India, people can choose any religions without any force, and secularism is the basic foundation and a mature feature of the constitution. Thank you.
Thank you, Pramod, for the Constitution. Pathe, can you please inform us which day is celebrated as Human Rights Day and which day is celebrated as Constitution Day?
Yes, sure. सबसे पहले क्या हमें पता होना चाहिए कि यूनाइटेड नेशन जब बना था आफ्टर सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर, तब उसके बाद यूनाइटेड नेशन ने जनरल असेंबली थी, उन्होंने 10 दिसंबर 1948 को ह्यूमन राइट्स डे डिक्लेयर किया था, और हमारे इंडिया में कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डे 26 नवंबर को हर साल पे बनाया जाता है. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Pathe, for notifying us with this. Now, My last question is for Pramod. What are the fundamental rights? And can you please tell its types?
Sure. The nation's stability, protection of citizen, freedom, and democracy are protected through fundamental rights. There are six types of fundamental rights. First, right to equality. The right to equality means the absence of legal discrimination only on grounds of caste, race, religions, place of birth, and ensure equal right to all citizens. Second, right to freedom. The right to freedom gives citizen basic freedom with respect to speech and expressions and freedom to personal liberty. Third, right against exploitations. It right against exploitation prohibits all type of forced labor and child labor and trafficking of people. Fourth, right to freedom of religion. This right eliminates God from matters of a state and makes sure that no one is discriminated based on religions. Fifth, culture and educational right. Culture and educational right. It means the right of all uh, section of society that save their culture, script, and languages. Fourth, sixth, right constitutional remedies. There is right in India which state that a personal can move to Supreme Court if he and she want to get their fundamental rights protected. The Constitution readiness is the soul of the Constitution. Thank you.
These rights are indeed very essential for the freedom and democracy of the people. Constitution is important because it ensures that those who make decisions on behalf of the public fairly represent public opinion. With this, we would like to end today's session on the supreme law of land, the Indian Constitution. Thank you and have a sparkling day.